Ladies and gentlemen, gather around for the final match of the Mania 7 Key World Cup 2022. We're here with the grand finals. Top two teams in the world, South Korea versus China here. I am Potassium F here commentating with Surfchew85. How are you doing?
Hello, good evening, and I'm feeling pretty excited for this matchup we have tonight. South Korea and China, obviously very, very, very amazing rivals in Mania 7K in general.
Yeah, we have seen this many times before in the past, but interestingly enough, we have not seen these two teams face yet in this World Cup. It was actually Malaysia the ones to knock China down to the losers bracket, and China just yesterday getting their revenge against Malaysia. So now we're here with easily the two strongest teams in the tournament, I would say, based on yesterday's performance at least and recent weeks.
I am honestly scared of what we're about to witness.
Yeah, there's actually there's a lot of interesting things to say about this matchup, because you would look at this and anyone would say, okay, South Korea is favored. They're in the winners bracket and they have won the past however many World Cups for 7K. They are clearly the favorites, right? Some of the highest ranked players in the world with incredible amounts of skill. But then you look at some of the scores that China have been putting up round after round. Looking at finals week even, we see China getting like the top scores on almost every map in the map pool for finals week. Liang especially playing the most maps of any single player last week, but also somehow managing to have the highest average score as well. So we have some insane players right here. We see actually South Korea, I think this is a target ban against China's score that we saw yesterday on Frontier Explorer.
Yeah, with 981,000. Just to point it out, on Grand Finals pool. And that's with a lot of people pointing out that this pool was not designed for ridiculously high scores. But we're still getting ridiculously high scores.
We saw, 981k is absolutely, I would say that's the reason why South Korea is banning that. That is scary. But actually, interestingly enough, hold on. China is banning Exile and picking Magnolia against Korea, going against what their plan was against Malaysia. Understandably enough, South Korea being more of a Rice-focused team in this World Cup, but they are going to pick Magnolia. The ban that they banned yesterday, which was Disorder, is still up, so maybe we'll see that being played later on in the match. But for now, it looks like China's going to be targeting the LNs of South Korea.
I'm not really surprised that China is going to gun for the LNs this early on. I mean, we've seen Estonians and YZ, or Dresser, whoever is their second LN player. We did see some vulnerability, I guess, especially with like the past two matches of South Korea. So they might be looking at maybe docking a few points on that front. Rice might be 50-50 actually, come to think about it, because
I think Rice is both of these teams' real comfort points, so it's really scary for either team to go for it.
Definitely.
But it mostly comes down to here. I expect Liang to be putting up a massive score here. Estonians and YZ definitely really, really strong players as well. I would say it probably comes to whether Satori can keep up with Estonians and YZ. Still, we saw yesterday Satori keeping up really well, but Malaysia still managed to get 1 point off of the
back. That's a very early drop from Satori and YZ, immediately trading that as well.
Yeah, actually, both players dropping in accuracy quite significantly at the start there. Satori following it up with another miss. That's going to give South Korea a bit of an advantage, but it's very early on. Liang actually finding a miss now.
Satori also following that up. Estonia's dropping their combo, no more full combos this early on.
Yeah, no one getting through the intro unscathed here, but it is South Korea who manages to maintain a slight advantage off the gates here. YZ has recovered their accuracy just a little bit more than Satori has, it seems. And Liang finding another combo break just here. We're not even in the particularly hard sections of the map just yet, but all players seeming to struggle keeping up their combos just a little bit.
Well, YZ and Satori do look like they have some pretty substantial combos now, which is a good sign for both of these players, but I guess the accuracy advantage, especially looking at Estonians carrying a 99.4 as
Classic curse moment.
Yeah.
But still, 99.25 for Estonians, keeping up with Liang. Liang actually now with the highest accuracy. But YZ finds another break, and that's going to make the score gap really, really small. This is within one miss, and YZ finds another one.
Satori trading, and Liang also dropping their combo.
Both Chinese players finding the miss there. Now South Korea is going to start to take back the lead a little bit more. Satori finds another miss there again.
And here we go with the map section.
YZ the one to find a break there. Satori with the trade as well. And Satori finding...
That is a lot of misses of Satori. These abrasive patterns really not helping Satori at all.
YZ finding miss, Liang finding a miss. Estonians, everyone finding misses, but that only helps South Korea if everything is traded perfectly. They are the ones who still hold this lead. It's not by a huge amount, and there's still half the map to go, but they do have some momentum here in this map so far.
Man, I'm in awe. Like, Estonians and Liang are still carrying 99.1s, YZ just 98.7. These are really high accuracy plays here.
Well, Estonians with quite a big drop there, YZ as well, but it's looking like this accuracy difference is mostly what's separating the two teams between YZ and Satori. Estonians keeping up with Liang really well.
And here we go again with these super abrasive patterns. Liang immediately getting a drop. Satori following that up. Estonians as well. Actually, we're seeing a few drops from almost all these players. YZ, as I said that.
Everyone finding drops, but as long as there's no massive massive accuracy drops from South Korea, this is looking like they're the ones that are going to be running away with the map here.
Yep, the score gap between these two teams has pretty much stabilized. I think like there's not much movement.
If every single player in the lobby is missing as much as this, it all comes down to the accuracy at the end of the day here. And it is South Korea with the team having the superior accuracy. Actually, Liang dropping a huge amount of accuracy down. Now...
But interesting enough, Liang is carrying the highest accuracy.
Yeah, just barely Liang is going to beat out YZ is actually the second highest accuracy at the end there. Somehow keeping the same accuracy through the entire map, it looks like. But
best ratio as well for Liang. Like, MVP again! As South Korea gets the first point on the board.
Yeah, that's a break point as well. China was the one that picked this map, and that's going to backfire a little bit on them. We have 3 scores that are so close to each other here on the map. But Satori just struggling a little bit too much with some of those patterns. Still, 900k pretty much is exceptional score. But against South Korea, you need to do... You have to just be insane. Like, that's just the truth. So South Korea, they're the ones that get to pick.
What they're going to pick.
I wonder if South Korea stick with the LNs. We still have Tsukioni still up. That was the map that I believe Malaysia won against China. So if South Korea is looking for another map. No, we're actually going to look for hybrids. Super emulator here.
Also, just a note about Tsukioni. Malaysia won against China barely by the skin of their teeth. And that's saying something about how pretty interesting that match as well. But we're at Grand Finals now. That is already history.
Yeah, now South Korea, this is their opportunity to take it 2-0 and lead in the match if they manage to win on their own pick here. We're going to see a few swaps. Turks coming in for Satori for China. And I believe we will see Dresser for South Korea.
We'll have to wait for that. Though, it is... The Chinese pairing we have right now is the same pairing that played Super Emulator yesterday, I think, against Malaysia.
Yeah. Turks has been the other player on China who has been scaling really well with most of the rice picks. So playing the hybrids as well, no surprise there. Dressurf does enter the lobby here, so we're getting Dressurf and YZ against Turks and Liang for China. And this is another one, I believe we saw China play this yesterday as well. So South Korea do have the intel. They know what China's expected score should be on this map based on yesterday. So South Korea should be pretty confident if they think they can beat that score that China put up yesterday.
The tension and the silence. Here we go.
And here we go. Second map here.
Dresser casually carrying the 89.9 earlier before that drop. Liang and Turks also dropping. Turks also following that up again.
And YZ the only one with a full combo so far. And South Korea is going to have a bit of a lead because of that. Turks also missing a few times there, dropping the accuracy down below 99.
Oh, that was a bad sequencer for Liang right there. Turks also following up with that drop. That's a double drop again.
And still, what are these accuracies from South Korea? Like, it's early in the map, but both of their players actually finding a miss now. Just as I say that, down to low 99s for both of them.
YZ having a pretty substantial drop actually. But by substantial, it was barely a tenth of a percent. As Dresser forgetting a double miss, Turks trading that. YZ also trading that.
But Turks now dropping below 98, really struggling with some of the patterns here. And this combined score from South Korea is still keeping them in the lead. Dresser finding another miss there. Liang now the one who... never mind.
That's a definitive curse there by Potassium F. YZ also dropping, trading that miss from Liang there.
And Dresser finding a miss.
I think.
Turks is actually...
with a substantial combo.
Yeah, now that it's a rice section here, Turks is really in his element. So if... This is actually... This lead is slowly shrinking, I think, in that section there. So there is potential. It's not a massive lead. It's a very decent lead for South Korea, but there's still a good third of the map left to go through.
We'll have to see, though, if the Koreans will be dropping quite a few notes here. Turks dropping the full combo, YC trading.
Dressurf trading there as well, so it's going to get close. Oh, the score lead is shrinking. YZ finds another miss here. We're into a mostly rice section here. This is going to favor China, it looks like, based on these misses coming in, and it's getting really close.
Yeah, I'm actually carrying about practically a 1,700 combo now.
Oh, and it switches across.
Switch the lead.
YZ and Dressurf, but Liang trades. Dressurf and YZ with repeated misses in these rice sections. And everyone misses all four across the board, and it looks like it's actually starting to swim back towards South Korea.
But there's still a few notes left and a few rice sections, so we're favoring China, but here against some LN. Is this going to be enough?
Oh, there's only a couple thousand points. There's only like 1,000 points, and oh my god, South Korea!
587 points. South Korea gets their second point in the board.
One last miss at the end from Turks, unfortunately. And oh my god, these are some high scores.
587 points. The score difference between these two teams. Again, let me reiterate. 587.
500. That would be a crazy close score difference on like an accuracy map. This is not an accuracy map. Oh, wow. And out of that, like South Korea now with 2-0 up, they're in the lead of the match, but if they won their first pick by 500 points, I am not confident that South Korea would be happy with only 2-0. China actually going to go with... China going with the map that they lost against Malaysia, funnily enough. against South Korea. And I'm not sure about this. I think what we just saw just then was China actually winning out on some of the rice sections in the hybrid pick, if anything. So I feel like China actually might have a slight edge on some of the harder rice picks in the pool, but they're making the decision to stick with the LN. We'll see if it pays off for them here.
We did see Dresser from YZ had a few issues with those super fast stairs, so I honestly want to see Rice 1. I would have loved to see Rice 1 between these two teams, but I guess these players know more than we do.
Yeah, we'll see if China knows something about South Korea, but for now it does look like South Korea, at least in that first map that we saw, was very comfortable with the LNs overall. That said, we did see Liang get the MVP on the first LN map as well, so there's always the opportunity for China to win these.
I mean, Liang also got MVP on the previous one. The final 10 notes of the chart, the final difference. But here we go. Tsukiyo ni YZ with a very rough start here, actually going below 99%.
Very early in the map.
Seconds.
So plenty of time to recover. It is a 3.5 minute map, so plenty of opportunity. That was also before the 400 combo mark, so it's not going to mean quite as much as a miss right here would do, for instance.
Yep, and also Estonians with actually South Korea having relatively lower accuracies than China's accuracy.
China's 99.8. Hello, Liang.
Yeah, Liang being Liang right now.
We have YZ missing repeatedly. Estonians now, both South Korean players really struggling with their accuracy. Liang is 99.7. I don't understand what I'm seeing here.
It might be that Magnolia might be just a glitch in the matrix, I guess. Satori dropping the full combo.
Finds a miss there. Only a full combo actually being Liang, who also has the only absurd accuracy. Oh, actually, just a whole percent higher. Liang is a whole percent higher than like anyone else in the room. This is actually just blowing my mind. Still more misses from Korean side. This is going to be a nice lead so far for China. We're almost halfway into the map now, but there's plenty of map to be played.
But so far so good for China right now. Satori getting a double miss, Estonians raiding one of them. And that was a very rough sequence again for Estonian. Liang still carrying 99.6.
Satori's missing repeatedly, and now South Korean players have both recovered their accuracies quite well, approaching the 99% mark. YZ finding a miss there. Now we're in the full inverse section here.
Yeah, getting a very clean run to that full inverse section, actually barely dropping any accuracy. And Liang finally dropping the full combo.
That will be a miss, comboing more than half of the map right there. And still 99.5% for Liang. That's what's keeping China in the lead right now. Satori's finding quite a few misses, but is just barely keeping up with Estonians well enough for China to maintain a lead, but it's shrinking. And Satori finding another miss now. Actually, it's starting to switch towards South Korea. YZ finds a miss back.
Estonians also dropping. YZ also following up. That gives China a bit more of a breathing room, but there's still fairly a lot of notes left in this chart.
Satori finding a miss. Liang finding a miss as well. That's a big miss, and now South Korea has the lead, but Estonians trades it right back. Satori, Estonians, YZ all dropping. But Satori is tanking more than the other players. Liang finds a drop as well. South Korea now have the lead.
Satori actually dropping to 97.7, a double miss from South Korea. Satori again following that up.
Yeah,
this is decent breathing room for South Korea now.
That accuracy drop from Satori down below 98%. That's really what's causing this gap. But at the very end, the double miss from South Korea doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Liang, though, carrying a very substantial combo in the end.
Oh my god.
YZ.
That was
Barely.
1,000 points as well.
1,446 according to according to what I'm seeing.
If that drop from YZ happened any earlier, that might have been
Yeah.
a point for China there. And can we like 973k?
973. Yang, please, what are you doing? Can you please teach us plebs how to play
Now
this
we
game?
know why China picked this map. That
Yup.
970, what? What is that?
Pretty sure that's a personal best compared to yesterday, I guess. Somebody confirmed that. I'm pretty sure this is a way better score than yesterday's score from Yang.
That was a ridiculous score. I don't know how that's even possible on maps, like a map that hard.
I mean, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff this weekend, including the show match from last night.
But this is now a pretty bad situation from China. As well as they've been playing, they have just barely lost out 2 maps in a row now. And it is 3-0 for South Korea, 2 breakpoints for them. And Korea have the pick.
Oh, man.
They're going with Name of Oath. Okay,
Ooh.
we're actually seeing Rice being picked by South Korea right off the bat here. And it's going to be one, again, this is one that China played yesterday. So South Korea know, they have an idea of what they're going up against here.
Honestly, this is one of those things that I did mention off stream before we started. Korea might be holding a few cards in their hands right now. Like, the advantage of having the intelligence from yesterday's match, China versus Malaysia, they are looking to be taking advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did see this being first picked yesterday, and honestly, it was a really good team score from China.
Yeah,
so
that
South
was a
Korea
statement score.
South Korea can't be making mistakes here. Even though it's their own pick, I expect them to be picking it for a reason. It still scares me looking at the players here for China, Turks and Liang. We are also, of course, seeing Dressurf back in the lobby for South Korea.
Honestly, I'm pretty excited to look at Dressurf and Young's score here. Like, even just with a 1v1 between these two. But YZ and Turks holding up the fort very well. Turks, never mind, dropping pretty much. Well, it's relatively early, at least.
Yeah, an early drop. The accuracies are still high for all 4 players, but South Korea having the higher accuracy here.
Dressurf, the only full combo left in the multiplayer room, and carrying 99.4.
Yeah, we've seen a few misses here from China now. Only the one from YZ on South Korea, and the accuracy also in favor of South Korea for now, but not by that much.
You have to note, there is that one ridiculous section of this chart that goes around 500 plus BPM streams.
That is where this map is going to be decided, it seems. We are now approaching the halfway point of the map here, in a bit of a break section.
Dressurf still carrying a full combo, but we'll have to see if that holds later on.
Still 499% in this lobby. Not something you would expect in a Grand Finals pool at this level, but we still have that section coming up now.
Also, apart from a few rough sections on China, they're actually holding on pretty substantial combos now. And here we go with a super rough section. Around
and no one breaking
plus
YZ. YZ being the first one to break here. Turks breaking as well. It's traded, but it is going to be South Korea.
From Dressurf? Are we going to see a full combo from Dressurf in this chart?
No way. Liang, Turks, and YZ all missing. Dressurf nailing that section as well. 99.3 still. And this accuracy rate is in favor of South Korea now as well.
Dressurf, what are you doing? Oh man. Oh man. We're seeing a full combo, I think.
No!
Oh, never mind!
Right at the end,
No!
Dressurf finds a break. But luckily enough for South Korea, they did enough. Dressurf's combo there, 975k. With the one miss at the end, that... Okay.
Okay, but
South
still...
Korea. Okay, South Korea.
Still... That was a beautiful score. Liang having a pretty nice 200 count there. Also, YZ actually, I think YZ actually beating out Liang's score. If I, oh wait, never
No,
mind.
not quite. Liang,
My eyes
Liang
are
being
failing me
the
right now. What the heck is
second
happening?
best. We've got three very similar scores though. YZ, Liang,
Yeah.
and Turks all getting very similar. Dress Surf being
Surf
the one
score.
to really cement South Korea's lead because of that accuracy and combo combined. But that
was
means South
ridiculous.
Korea 4-0 now. China in a little bit of trouble. They need to be winning one soon, and they're going to
They're
go with
still
Black
going for
Flare.
Black Flare?
Still going with LN. I mean, they did win. They didn't win, but they very, very barely lost on the previous LN map. So hard to be opposed to this pick.
And I'd say this might be China's best chance at getting a point, getting a point on the board, because from what I remember, Maple Showcase Underjoy or somebody else in the commentary at that time did mention that if there's a chart in the pool that has full combo potential, this is the one. And I mean, we did see a full combo last night at the show match.
We did. The only full combo we've seen on the grand finals pool was Kura on this particular map. Almost just saw a second one. But it looks like here we are seeing Estonians in Dress Surf going to be staying in as well on South Korea, and Satori, of course, being switched in for Turks.
Well, this is pretty much their pairings on Rice and Ellens
Yeah, absolutely.
throughout the past three weekends, I think.
Yeah, it's been fairly consistent for like the rosters for China on each pick so far in the tournament.
But this is their greatest test now. And Satori getting 2 early drops.
Oh, a few early drops, actually struggling with the accuracy as well, down to 97%.
Not a start you want.
Very early. Plenty of time actually recovering accuracy quite quickly. And the misses were quite early, so it's not going to be the end of the world. Another miss is actually going to hurt quite a lot, actually. But it is going to be South Korea with a pretty comfortable early advantage here.
Yang as well, carrying the full combo for China. But I'd say they're pretty much still in striking distance. Satori getting another drop.
And we can see, even though we've got 3 full combos here, this is an insanely difficult map to maintain accuracy on with these releases. And here we go. Satori finding another drop here, struggling the accuracy down below 98% as well, finding another drop. The 3 other players holding strong with their combos.
And you have to know, we still have 3 full combos in this multiplayer room. Well, make that 2.
Dresser
Ooh,
finding
Satori
the
with
first
that was a pretty rough section for Satori right there.
1 miss now for South Korea, but that's not going to be enough.
I'd say this is the most... No, Liang, the only full combo left. But they still have a pretty commanding lead here.
Yeah, Dresser finding a miss, but this accuracy and the misses earlier from Satori as well. And I think we might be seeing a full combo here from Liang.
Liang has been pretty cracked in this tournament in general.
He's pretty good at the game.
Yeah.
He's alright.
974,000, and I think this is way better accuracy than Kura's full combo last night as well.
Yeah, insane full combo, but unfortunately for Team China, South Korea, they're going to win their 3rd breakpoint in a row. 5-0 now for South Korea.
2 more points. Oh, and South Korea will be getting their another world title in their territory, I guess.
Yeah, South Korea, they're only 2 points away now. They need to win 2 more maps to be able to win the entire tournament.
And you have to note, South Korea did look vulnerable the past 2 weekends, but I think this is the strongest we've seen them.
Yeah, South Korea really showing how well they scale into this extreme late game territory, and now we're seeing strong 280 being picked by them.
This is another map that was played last night.
Yeah, so another one here. South Korea looking to flex their speed. We are going to see Turks back in the lobby.
I'm wondering what Dresser was saying about wrong cat in the multiplayer room thing we're seeing now.
Oh, I didn't quite catch that. But it is going to be YZ joining the room again.
Yeah, we should. We need to see that chat log right there, because Dresser is saying a few interesting things right now, and it might be a bit hilarious, I guess. And here we go with arguably the best background aside from the tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, of course, the tiebreaker. This is a great background though. It's also 280 BPM chord stream. So definitely still in the speed category for South Korea that we saw them dominate, well, get such an insanely good score on just before. So we'll see if this map is any different here for these two teams. So far, both teams doing really well in the intro here, but it's fairly straightforward until it gets into the denser sections.
Well, straightforward in a way, but 280 BPM chord stream is not straightforward, I guess.
Relative to the rest of the map and the rest of the pool.
But I mean, we're not mentioning the fact that the scores are pretty much flickering right now.
Yeah, tied. We can see Dresser with 99.84, Liang with 99.7. 99's across the board here. Still 4 full combos.
And then in a moment's time, we'll be seeing one of them. Two of them actually.
Hang on a second. How did you know? How did you know it would be in a moment's time?
Yeah. Yeah, also dropping one combo. Turks is the only full combo left in this multiplayer room. I hope we get to see one more as the lead swings to the Korean side again.
Oh, Liang finding another drop, and this accuracy difference is what's keeping South Korea in the lead. Dresser with 99.6 still, dropping down a little bit now as well, but Liang is finding another drop.
Turks, oh my gosh, what is that guy doing now? Still a full combo.
Liang dropping repeatedly. It is a full combo, but this accuracy difference is the difference maker between the two teams here. Dresser of 99.5, YZ 99.2, above Liang, who is also at 99.2 now.
So, the Korean team definitely doing their job here. But we still have a few more rough sections here, so we'll have to see if this difference is going to decrease.
In last quarter here, we see Turks finally dropping
now
the full combo. YZ trading.
That miss.
But so far, it's looking pretty solid for South Korea, but YZ finds a miss, Dresser finds a miss, and now it's getting close.
And that's going to swing the lead to China!
Finding repeated misses, now China has the lead, but it's not safe. This is only a couple thousand points, and
Dresser,
a double miss.
Yeah, also dropping their combo. Dresser and Turks trading.
All 4 players,
the lead is slightly decreasing.
It's going towards South Korea ever so slightly now, but it looks like it's going to stay in China's just barely if they manage to hold on. We're at the very last few seconds of the map now, and it looks like finally
China gets their first point on the board.
And it's felt like they've fought so hard for this first point. They finally got one, and oh my god,
it's a break point. It's a break point as well.
How is the lowest score 948k? That's
yeah.
We've got two 99s and two 98.82 scores.
Yeah, that miscount not helping YZ, I think. Because that would have been a pretty insane score without that miscount.
Yeah, we can see overall South Korea are the ones with the better accuracy. It was just that combo from Turks really offsetting the accuracy from YZ.
Yeah. Also, we're just getting straight a bit. Liang actually asking for a mutual. Apparently, the reason why Dresser had some moment in IOC because apparently Liang asked mutual from Dresser and Dresser said no in the wrong chat. So that's why there was a pretty much a freak out moment. Thanks evening for giving us words.
That map was a start that China needed. They're still in a very bad situation, 5-1 down, but they managed to win one breakpoint from South Korea. So now China have their own pick.
Oh man. But like...
And what do you pick? That's the thing.
That's the thing. Honestly, like, I don't think Rice might be still their best bet. I'd say they still go for Noodles because
there's still two long node maps left. They're actually going to go with Car. We're going to be switching it up. China's going for the Rice now, and one of the hardest Rice at that as well. The full-on technical pick.
Interesting. I guess they got their confidence from Strong 280. But like...
Yeah, maybe. That was actually a really strong showing from China. If they can pull that off again, there is a chance at some of these Rice maps.
Well, you didn't mention that Strong 280 was straightforward, relatively. Now we're going to see the most not straightforward chart in the pool. So...
From the Rice
pool, it checks out.
Yep.
It checks out.
Well, if I learn anything from the previous map, is that Turks is very good at holding combo. So if he manages in any way to hold combo through this chart, then that could be enough to beat South Korea. We'll see. As YZ finds
early miss,
ridiculously early miss here, but Turks actually with a really early miss as well.
Yeah,
alongside
also
Liang. Yeah, the accuracy from Turks is really not holding up very well here.
Dresser carrying 99.7, Liang carrying 99.5. Actually, we're seeing 399s in this multiplayer room tricks. As you mentioned, the only accuracy that's below 98% actually around 98.2.
And Liang and Turks have both found several misses. Dresser finally dropping the full combo there. Turks missing it once again. But I believe that's only one miss apiece for either South Korean players. Whereas China have missed several times per player. With the accuracy disadvantage as well from Turks on top of that. So South Korea...
drop. YZ also following up. Turks trading. Double miss from... And that's pretty much a lobby reset, I think. This section is super rough.
No one is able to hold combo throughout these patterns. They are so technical, and we see YZ dropping accuracy quite a bit down to 98% as well. Turks now below 98%, but it's a little bit closer in the accuracy department between him and YZ now. Dressurf is the real difference here between Dressurf and Liang. The only one holding 99% still.
And we're seeing around 30,000 points difference between these two teams. Dresser again finding another drop, but still holding that 99%. Yeah, just dropping the combo just a bit. Dresser still, even with that drop, still holding on to the 99. Well, they did drop below now.
We're finding a few drops. Actually, hold on, South Korea, it's at the very end of the map. I'm not sure if there's enough time, but the lead is getting smaller and a double miss against South Korea.
That's pretty rough, but they still hold on to the lead.
Yeah, this accuracy lead is too big still to overcome, or a few more misses at the end. If those came any earlier, maybe there would be a chance, but South Korea had too big of a lead off the back of dress surf there. Wow.
South Korea championship point. We have to mention that South Korea is 1 point away from being, well, how many times? 17, 18, 19? A four consecutive world champion.
Yeah, 1 point away now for South Korea and China. They are up against like a monumental task here against South Korea. They need to win 5 maps in a row to force the tiebreaker now.
And we've seen a few crazy things in this World Cup, so we're not discounting the chance there. But they have to do their job. And honestly, oh man, I just realized South Korea is picking as well.
Oh yeah, that is true. 5 picks in a row for China has to be done, and South Korea gets to pick 3 of them.
Oh no, they're going for Mope, the full version.
Yeah, we are going with Mifuma. Super easy uwu. That's what I'll call it.
I just call it Mope because it sounds like it, I think. But yeah, super easy uwu.
So this is a super easy map, as you can tell from the difficulty name. Ignore
also
the star
from the star rating. Yeah, like just move the decimal point 1 place to the left, and that's the true star rating.
Yeah, of course, this is a 1-star map.
Yeah, 1
So I don't expect anyone to miss on this map. Don't expect any 200s either. We'll see 4 double S's. It really just comes down to ratio.
We're seeing Dresser going for the second spot in this client. Gonna be pretty trippy, I suppose.
Yeah, so we are seeing the same players, it looks like, here.
Oh man, this is...
And here we are. This is the potential last point of the World Cup here for South Korea if they manage to win this on their own pick. China now. Every single map from now on is a must-win for them.
And the thing is, China winning this is only force a bracket reset. They have to do this again.
They definitely do.
But early on, I mean super early on, China does look like they have the lead.
Yeah, dress surf actually. It's the first miss there.
And here we go with the
hardest part of the map. Right here.
The hardest part.
Yep. Okay, will anyone miss?
Oh man, that would not be... That would be...
Oh my god, I can't believe
nice
people are comboing this. This is insane. Still 3 full combos though.
And now here we go with the easiest part.
Yep, dress surf and Liang trading misses here.
Why is he at first, I think?
It's still going to... Hey, wait. How's Liang have 99.5 after the miss?
We did it. Wow, we didn't even notice that. What the heck?
After the miss, Liang's still holding 99.5. And that's giving China the advantage here. Turks and YZ still with the full combos. But China are the ones with the accuracy lead this time around.
And it's a pretty substantial accuracy lead as well. Actually, Dressel and YZ, interestingly, holding similar accuracies. YZ finally dropping the full combo. Turks is the only combo left. You did mention that Turks has the capability of maintaining that combo. And never mind.
And Cursed once again. Now we're seeing all 4 full combos off the board. Liang did miss earlier, that's true. Turks and Liang both missing now, and actually this lead is getting small really quickly. The accuracy lead is really keeping China afloat just barely. Turks actually with the lowest accuracy, but Liang with the highest accuracy.
And like this start gets rougher and rougher.
Yeah, it's getting hard. Liang finding another drop there. YZ as well.
What do you mean it's getting hard? It's getting easier, man. Like, look at the difficulty name.
It's getting easier, of course. Liang finding another drop. Dress Surf and Turks as well. Oh, Liang with another drop. This is getting close for South Korea now.
Ooh,
double miss.
Double miss.
Oh my god, it's so close. Oh, Turks finding a miss. YZ. And
that's what's to South Korea. Wow.
The accuracy drops from Turks. It's going into South Korea's favor because of this accuracy. Liang now below 99%.
That section, as messy as it looked like to watch, South Korea managing to get out, and
they're in the lead for now. Are they going to maintain it though? There's it's a few thousand points of difference. There's still a bit of section left of this map here.
There's still some hope, but
Liang, the first one to miss here. South Korea wanting to hold on to these combos. Turks and Dress Serve. YZ missing repeatedly. But so does China. And it looks like South Korea, they're going to take their own point here. It's going to be 7-1. And the winners of the 7K World Cup 2022 are going to be the South Korean team here.
And this is their 4th consecutive Osimania 7K World Cup win. Obviously, 4 times despite winning the other editions. The only time they didn't was 2016. And that was such a long time ago. But
yeah,
wow.
This was a crazy match though. Even though it says 7-2, I think this scoreline we saw some like 1,000 point leads, less than 1,000 point leads. This could have been 5-3, like easily.
Oh yeah,
but South Korea at the end of the day, clutching it out on some of those key maps, they are going to walk away the winners of this match.
And this South Korean team has shown its vulnerabilities, but time and time again, like they just show up, they just win matches.
Yeah, it's come close for them. There's been a lot of close calls for South Korea this year, but at the end of the day, they do show why they are so favored in all of these 7 key World Cups. Not just because they're South Korea, but because their players are like ridiculous. All 4 players helping throughout all of the matches throughout the World Cup. So well-deserved win for them at the end of the day. Of course, China really did show up towards the end of the tournament especially, and in the grand finals pool as well.
Oh man, like what a tournament has been, and I think before we end things, I think we'll be seeing a tiebreaker showcase between these two teams.
I do believe that is the tradition. So we will see that shortly.
I'm honestly excited to see what Dress Surf and Liang's scores are in the tiebreaker, and even the other players as well.
Yeah, we'll see what could have been.
Yep, and honestly, I'm just prepared to see ridiculousness now. But wow, like what a way for 7K to get back in the spotlight.
Yeah, this has been one of the best tournaments.
This has been honestly the most explosive return to form 7K has seen in Osu's environment, and it makes me feel so happy to see this.
Yeah, after I think a 2-year break it was, this has been a pretty fantastic. I think everyone would agree this has been a fantastic tournament all around. And interesting to note as well that I don't think we've had a sweep for like the past 3 weeks straight.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's just been back-to-back close matches. And here we go though. This is what we've been waiting for, the tiebreaker showcase on Duplicity Shade.
The custom tiebreaker made for this World Cup. A collaboration again by 6 very extraterrestrial charters.
And of course the custom song.
Yep. Dresser with an early miss, which is quite a characteristic, I'd say. But
I don't think a single miss is going to be the deciding factor in this map, so it's not going to matter all that much.
I'd say that the first half, the first 2/3 of the chart won't even matter. Everything will matter after that second vocal section.
It all comes down to the ending of this map. Liang finding a drop as well here. Turks as well, but everyone above 99% accuracy still.
YZ, the only full combo left in this tiebreaker. Actually, my smile cannot. A smile cannot is literally on my face and it cannot be wiped.
And the scores are still basically tied. Liang misses again, but still with the highest accuracy in the lobby. YZ finally
dropping,
finding that miss.
But still, still holding a 99. Yeah, actually 99.57. What?
All four players are holding above 99 still.
Also, Dresser also at 99.5. This is ridiculous.
They are all four players missing there. That was a brutal pattern there. Turks dropping below 99, the first one to do so. We are not seeing Air 99 at the end of the map, that's for sure. So all four players are going to be dropping their 99s at some point. Liang actually dropping a whole percent down pretty much there at those jacks.
Turks showing their combo prowess right now. Why is he just dropping? Turks also trading that. And we're seeing 3 misses from 3 players.
Yeah, all four players finding misses everywhere now.
Man, like, my eyes cannot keep up with these notes.
LNs are not being kind to these four players, but Dressurf still 99. That's basically a 99 there. We count that.
Yeah, and finally they're above 99, but again,
and like, this is not a break. This is not a break section. These are some brutal long jacks.
I mean, let's say it's a relative break section compared to the rest of the chart.
Relative, but even yesterday in the showcase match, there were many breaks in this section. YZ finding one there.
We see a lot of misses. Actually, Dresser the only person 1000 plus combo now. Like, a lot of players struggled with these core jacks last night on the show, Matt.
Oh wow, Dressurf is really comboing now. 1500 combo. Everyone else kind of struggling to keep up their combos.
But still, very respectable accuracies from everyone. YZ, Turks, and Liang actually finding a few drops in these bracket streams. And Dresser still holding at 2000 plus. Never mind.
That's just going to happen every time, surely. That was always going to happen. Everyone finding drops yet again. Drop City, the entire map, holding a combo just does not exist with patterns like these.
And here we go with the actual break section of the chart.
And look at these accuracies. We've got 2 high 97s, so basically 98s there, and we've got 1 high 98 in Dressurf. Turks still holding the 97 himself. Actually, all 4 players have like really strong scores. But we'll see
what happens after
this. We have a third of the map left, and it is notoriously hard.
Let's just say this chart's final third is designed for one thing, and it's called pain.
So a bit of a chance here. Dressurf is gonna approach 99. Liang and YZ are above 98 now. But this last section, the last third of the chart, is gonna be all about how much can you stop your accuracy going down?
Like how much could you stop bleeding out misses and drops? I'd say like accuracy might be the least of their concerns at that point.
Well, both Korean players missing there. But Dressurf is going to be reaching that 99% mark as we're getting into the last part coming up now.
Young with a pretty substantial combo going into that very notoriously hard section. Are you ready, guys? Hold on to your seats. And here we go.
Starting with the Rice here, we are seeing drops from all 4 players now. Repeated drops, no one's holding a combo here.
That was a pretty rough section as well for Yang. Dress also finding another drop. Here we go with the long notes.
The LNs. YZ actually managing to reach 400 combo, the only one that's managed to do that.
Yup, and everyone's still finding drops across the board.
Oh my god.
These LNs are not helping them.
Dresser's accuracy is still so high. Wait, YZ hasn't even dropped accuracy.
And those are the TB LNs. We also see 2 letters H and S for the artist of the song. A real final section. Dressup still holding 99.2.
Oh, Turks just barely dropping below the S rank now. Dressup still holding 98. And here we go with the final LNs. Oh
this is ridiculous.
These patterns.
Dressup finally dropping below 98.
How does anyone play this? And this is like everywhere. But it looks like
ridiculous.
We're gonna see 297s from South Korea. Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
297. Whoa. Not 870 and 885k from South Korea.
Yeah.
China as well. 839 from Liang is really, really strong. Turks struggling to keep the S rank at the end, but I mean, understandably.
Yeah, I mean, the start is super rough. But this has been a pretty sassy play. Pun intended.
Yep, okay. Okay, then sure. But that ending is just so brutal. And congratulations once again, Team South Korea going to be the ones to win this in the end. Winning that last tiebreaker showcase as well. And
what a way to end the World Cup.
Yeah, crazy Grand Finals weekend as well. Congratulations to everyone in the top 3, Malaysia included, who managed to get 3rd place. Here we go, the 3 winners of the 7K World Cup. South Korea with Estonians, YZ1155, Dressurf, and 0133 going to be the winners of the tournament. Of course, China being 2nd, and Malaysia being the 3rd place after beating China and then losing to China.
Honestly, these players deserve all of the praise we could give them. Very phenomenal players. And
there's not a single one of these players is, or every single one of these players, I should say, is ridiculously good at the game. I don't think anyone can question that whatsoever after seeing this Grand Finals weekend.
Yep. And I'd also include everyone who's playing in this World Cup. Like, everybody has been cracked. Just everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. So that will, at the end of the day, conclude the tournament for now. So, yeah. Any last words you want to add there, Surfchew?
I'm practically speechless right now, and it has been an honor to have my commentary debut as well in a World Cup on this one specifically. So thank you so much for all of the support that you have shown all of us.
Yeah, big shout outs to all of the map selectors as well, map testers, map creators, and also all the referees in the tournament for helping make this massive success after 2 years of break. So with that said, I think we will sign off here. We'll see you again, hopefully, next year for the 7Key World Cup 2023.